Welcome back to the channel Spray or Splash Fragrance Reviews. I am Rob. We got a brand new 2021 designer release I want to get into. Stay tuned. In 2021, there was a designer release that I was actually really looking forward to trying to cop. Just picked it up. It's from the house of Viktor Rolf. It's from the Spicebomb line. It is Spicebomb Infrared. Now I know this fragrance may have been on a lot of folks' radar, and I don't really like to pay retail, but I knew I was going to have to. So I just went and bit the bullet. And price wasn't that bad. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive for designer. It's $110 for the 3 ounce, and I think there's a 1.7 if I'm not mistaken. I think that one was like 89 bucks or 98 bucks, something like that. So to me, it didn't really make sense to get the smaller one. I just went for it and got the bigger bottle. But let's get into the juice, okay? When I first got the fragrance, I sprayed it. And I'm gonna be honest, I was a little disappointed. I was disappointed because, from what I had read, it was gonna be, this berry accord, these like a habanero pepper spice note, and I didn't really get that. It was just total spice, just like the original Spicebomb, the cinnamon, the tobacco, etc. And I didn't really get anything new. Now, mind you, the day the fragrance came in the mail for me, it was like a little bit over 80 degrees where I am. So that's just the outside temp. That's not the inside temp of a UPS truck. So I don't know how hot the inside of the truck was where the fragrance was sitting before it got into my mailbox. So sometimes fragrances, I think when they come from, their shipping place, whether it's extremely cold or really warm outside, for me, in my experience, sometimes the fragrances don't really behave correctly the first day you open them and spray them. Sometimes you need to give them like a day or so to kind of sit in your place and get to room temperature, so they it seems like they come alive. That's just my experience. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but that's what I typically get. So I sprayed the fragrance the very next day and it came alive. And the notes that I was looking forward to were there. So there's a mention of a berry note was there in the opening, and actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. On my skin, it lasted for about an hour and a half, where I thought maybe within the first like 10-20 minutes it would be there and then leave. So that was a very pleasant surprise. But then there's this like red habanero like note, pepper note that's there, and it's not something that you smell all the time, but I would catch wafts of it every now and then, throughout the life of the fragrance. It's a little bit more spicy than the original. So to be specific, I'm mentioning all these notes and I haven't given you the breakdown. So the notes are as follows, okay? Red berry essence, saffron, habanero red pepper accord, cinnamon, benzoin, tobacco. All right, so it's got the original Spicebomb DNA. Saffron's there, cinnamon's there, tobacco's there. To me, like the cinnamon and tobacco is kind of like the major player as far as the original DNA of the fragrance. Now with this one, it's a little more spicy. That red berry accord is really nice, and you do get, you get the touches of that habanero note throughout the fragrance. All right. I like it. I like where they went with the fragrance. It's a nice departure from where they went from the original to the extreme. And I never got the green. I forgot the name of that one. I never really picked up that one. That one didn't really interest me as far as, me wanting to check it out. But this one to me is a really nice designer fragrance. I paid full price. I don't like paying full price for fragrances, but I knew with it being a new release that I wanted to pick up, I was gonna probably have to bite the bullet. So happy with my purchase. What do I think about the masses really liking this fragrance? I don't know. Vanilla is really big. I really feel like the The original and the extreme, to me, have the biggest, I think, mass appeal. I think this one has the ability to have mass appeal too, because of course it is a designer fragrance, but I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's interesting. I think it's got some character, and I think you might want to give this one a try. Get a sample if you can. I can't say that people are going to love it as much as the original and the extreme, but I really like it. I think it's a very nice designer release. It's not mind-blowing. I'm not trying to say that. It's not like so different that you're going to be like, wow, it's not that. But I think if you take it for what it is, designer release, building off of the Spicebomb DNA, I think you will appreciate it. Where it's got the original DNA, it's a change, but it's not a total departure from the original. So take it with a grain of salt. That's my brief review of the fragrance. Performance-wise, it's a good performer. It's a strong, I would say at least 6 to 8 hours is what you're gonna get from this fragrance. Nice projection, very warm, cozy. I think it's more of course, like fall, winter fragrance, but you can always wear it whenever you want to. If you're gonna wear this in a warmer weather, I'm gonna say cut back on the sprays and maybe wear it at nighttime when it's not really humid. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to casual settings. Formal, not really sure. I mean, you could. It all depends on what you're wearing. But it's a solid designer release, and one that I think it's going to do well. Is it going to be as big as the extreme and the original? I can't say, but I think that it's going to have a solid reception as far as what people are going to think about the fragrance. So that's my 2 cents. Spicebomb Infrared from Viktor Rolf. Hey, I thank you guys so much for checking out the channel, checking the video. Subscribe if you've never subscribed. Hit that bell for future videos, and I will catch you guys later. Stay safe. Peace.